All right, guys, so now that you know how to deal with functions and conditionals, we're going to do a little challenge. So let me just open this up here. So the calculator challenge, basically what I want you to do is create a function called calculator that takes in three parameters, num1, num2, and then an operator. And the operator can be plus, minus, multiplication, or division, and the function should return the result of the calculation. So if anything other than the four operators are passed in, then the function should return an error message like invalid operator. So as an example, if we pass in 5, 2, and plus, we should get 7, 5, 2 minus 3, 5, 2 asterisk 10, and 5, 2 slash 2.5. And then if we pass in anything else that's not one of these four operators, you should get an error message. You can return it or console log it or both. As a hint, you can use an if statement for the operator, but this is also a good example for using a switch statement. So it's really up to you, or you could do both. So go ahead and pause the video, try it out, and then come back. So what I'm going to do is use a switch. So let's create our function first that takes in num1, num2, and operator. And then I'm going to just create a variable called result. And then we'll run a switch on the operator. And for the first case, we're going to look at, see if a plus sign is passed in, and this should have quotes around it because it's a string. If that's the case, literally, then we're going to set the result to num1 plus num2, and then we're going to break. All right, and then what I'll do is copy this down. We want 4 of these because we have 4 operators to test. So this one will be minus, minus, and then this one will be multiplication. Make sure that you change both here and here. All right, and then what I'll do is for the default, we'll set the result, because obviously it's not going to be any of those operators, so I'll say invalid operator. And then outside of the switch, I'm going to first console log the result, and I'm also going to just return the result. All right, and that should do it. So now to test it out, we'll come down here and let's do calculator, and let's pass in, we'll just use the example 5, 2. So we'll say 5, 2, and then we're going to pass in plus as a string. We'll save that, we get 7. If we do a minus sign, we get 3. If we do an asterisk, we get 10. And if we do a slash, we get 2.5. And if I do anything else, like an ampersand, then we get invalid operator. All right, so that is the result that we're looking for. Now, if you used an if statement, if you used else if or whatever, that's absolutely fine as long as you get the same result.